Drunken Pop, we're diving deep. The memories we swore to keep. Unfiltered tales that'll make you leap. Into your past we boldly leap. Timothy speaks of games and dreams, old cartoons and backyard schemes. Nostalgia hit like a mighty wave. In this show, we misbehave. Double days with pockets full, bringing tales that always pull. Step heads, cackles with a glance, unleashing legends from our trance.
In our pants.
Mm.
I just want to start the show with TJ. You look stupid.
I don't. I look fantastic.
There's no way Jamie approved that look.
I must ask you a question.
Okay, go ahead.
Why would you not go to that website? Right there. Right there. Or scan the QR code. We're giving you hints.
Hey, TJ, I'm going to need you to do this open, but also I'm going to do it as I make fun of your mustache.
Exactly.
Right.
You should be better.
Welcome to Drunken Pop. You should be better. The show where we do exactly what the title infers. We're going to get drunk, talk about pop culture. I got to work tonight, so I'm having mason jar of water. I'm your host, TJ Stevens. Joining me, as always, my fellow drunken historians, Dollar Bill Dave's here.
Cheers, bitches.
Timmy C's here, too.
Who?
Please just remember to subscribe to our YouTube Mark Out Moments, and you need to do that right now because in about 2 minutes,
2.5 minutes,
we will be on YouTube only. We will be ending the stream here on X and be on the YouTube only. So there's a QR code right here that you can scan and sign up, or the address down below.
And to make it easy, you can just go to www.markoutmoments.net.
You could do that too. Hundreds of ways to find us.
Also, remember to follow us on X, speaking of finding us, at drunken_pop. And we are on Instagram at Drunken Pop 1. And here we go. We used to say you never know we're going to do another live show, but we do them all live now. Efren says it's time for the match game. Spoiler.
He said he had it ready.
Yeah, that is coming. Much like Efren.
Dude, his text message to us today, that was so good.
It was good. That was funny.
So good. Yes.
So on the Ram Sports Net, which let's go ahead and do this for a minute, plug our Patreon. Patreon.com/Ram Network. We have, just everything under the sun. Sports gambling, wrestling, sports. Timmy, do we still have the catalog? It's like 93 shows now. Do we have the catalog of all the shows that we do over there?
Well, of course, you will get us. You will get Talking Wrestling with Palmwater Dave and Amy. Those are the two main shows. You will also get a ton of bonus content. Airs the New Generation, World Class Flashback, Hard Times and Beyond, the CWA Retrospective, Ringside Rewind. Plus, we're now doing a Mid-South Markout show.
Love it.
Lots of wrestling right now. I'm ready for the fall. I'm ready to get back into some football gambling.
We are going to hit gambling up hard next season.
And before we leave and head over to YouTube only, hold on. Us three are announcing a wrestling show out of East Monroe, Louisiana next month. More details to follow. Pretty excited about that.
That was announced on our sister show not too long ago.
Yeah, so you'll be able to watch that show live right here on markoutmoments.net.
Okay, so we are now
YouTube only, baby.
Ending the stream on Twitter. Head over to our YouTube. We'll give you about 10 seconds once we get there.
I'm already there.
Oh, I'm almost there.
I'm already there.
Itchy, ya, da, na.
I'm very excited to do the announcing for the wrestling show. It's kind of Like it's, I always told the
Yes.
story on here that
Yes,
I
we are
wanted to.
calling the show
Yes.
live.
We are.
Yes, it'll be broadcast right here on our YouTube channel, and you're looking at the three announcers for the YouTube live debut of Bayou Independent Wrestling.
Yes. They're doing their tournament on the show. Their quarterfinals matches will be on the show. And I've told the story that when I was in high school, I had Mr. Hughes' wrestling school picked out to go to in Atlanta, and then 9/11 happened. I went in the military instead. But since I still want to. No, Efren, it will not be in person. It will be here on YouTube.
Yeah, for the first go round, we're going to be here.
Yes,
Why would
they're
it be in person?
If
They're
we were
not
doing
paying
it
us enough
live
to go
at the show,
They're not paying us enough to go to East Monroe, Louisiana.
There's not enough money to get me to go to East Monroe, Louisiana.
Fair.
I would.
Gross.
There will be no. I don't think there's an NWA state title. I don't think there's any title yet.
There is a title.
I'm buying the NWA Alabama title.
I like that.
And why are we putting that up now?
Doing what up?
The YouTube.
Because then I don't have to keep clicking back and forth to read the comments. They're just right.
If they're watching us now, they're already there. They don't need to go there anymore.
I didn't put that up.
That's got to be a Dave thing. Yep.
I'm not doing shit.
I saw his hand. Saw
on my
his
phone.
hand.
On my
Okay.
phone.
Mm-hmm. All right. Let's get on with the show. We gave him 2 minutes.
Caught in the Crossfire, Bayou Independent Wrestling, July 19th, right here on Markout Moments.
Yeah, but I just thought we just had a Pondwater and Amy had a show with the promoter, and I got to meet him, and he's a nice guy, and I can't wait to do this. I'm excited. I've always wanted to announce.
I hope he wants you to shave your stupid ass mustache.
I don't think I had it at the time. I think I was still.
I cut my top knot. Is that enough for him?
Who?
You needed to badly.
Yeah, that's. I'll tell you what. I'll keep my mustache for as long as you kept your top knot.
I'm looking luscious. 5 years. You're going to keep it for 5 years.
It's fine.
Okay.
You don't look luscious.
I'm definitely luscious.
You look like a guy named Lucius.
I do get confused towards, my hair like the Bengals GM towards their defensive players.
Are you going to lose your draft pick, Timmy C?
At this point, I hope so, because he seems like a real asshole. I'll be cheering for him if he gets out on the field, but quit being a prick. This is something the Bengals haven't put in before, but lots of other teams put this in there. It'll seem shitty if we lose our first round draft pick.
I believe you are the only team left that has not signed their first round draft.
There's 4, I believe, that haven't. But let's get to the fun and games.
We should.
Bucks got theirs.
Step into the past with your game face on. Box score trivia where legends are born. Who scored the goals and who made the play? Get ready to guess every single day. Box score trivia, bringing the heat from the courts and fields to every athlete's feet. Test your knowledge and show you the best in this game of history. There's no time to rest.
Here we go.
I should have said when we were covering. I don't think we've said June of 89 yet.
June 1989, which means we're in the dog days. Well, the beginning of the summer, not quite the dog days, but we are prime baseball season, June of 89. So that's what
36 years ago.
Yes, that's crazy.
I remember June of 89 like it was yesterday.
Yeah,
was
no
4.
holds barred.
We're going to talk about no holds barred today.
That's hot. So we got I got baseball trivia. June of 89. Let's start out like we always do. Batting average leaders. How many?
Tony Gwynn.
Tony Gwynn, second, 336.
Tampa Bay Rays legend Wade Boggs.
Fifth, 330.
Wade
there are no
Boggs.
Reds on this list. I'll go ahead.
Kirby Puckett.
Kirby Puckett led the league, 339.
Willie McGee.
No, you love
Willie
using
Mays.
Willie McGee. Willie Mays,
Willie
no.
McGee.
Willie Mays. Hayes.
Are there any Cardinals on the list?
No.
This was the year the Giants went. Let's
89.
Will Clark.
Fourth, 333. I had to be careful because Will Clark and Jack Clark were both here in 89.
Robin Yount.
Great guess. 6th, 318.
Paul Molitor.
8th, 315.
Andre Dawson.
Got both Brewers. No Dawson.
Andre Dawson. That's a good one. 89.
I believe 89 was the year he got traded to the Red Sox.
So Canseco McGuire.
Terry Pendleton.
No.
Give us some teams.
Yankees, Braves.
Mattingly.
No. Rangers, Oakland.
Dale Murphy.
No.
Rangers. Rafael Palmeiro.
No. You guys might be done.
Harry
here.
Steinbach.
No.
Roger Dorn.
Kurt Bavacqua, Efren throws in there. It's not Kurt Bavacqua. One more guess each. I think you guys are going to be done here.
89. Fuck, that's tough.
There's 2 names on here. You'll be upset when I read them off, but
Yankees.
Honus
Dave
Wagner.
Winfield.
Strawberry.
No. Here we go.
Dave
Number
Winfield.
10 of the Yankees, Steve Sachs, 315. Number 9, Lonnie Smith of the Braves, 315. Number 7, Julio Franco of the Texas Rangers, 316.
He was only
And third.
40 then.
Yeah, he was like 42. And of the Oakland Athletics, Carney Lansford, 336.
What a
was
ginger.
third. What a ginger snap. Home runs. Here we go. League leader
Mark
ran away with
McGuire.
in 89. McGuire 7th with 33.
Jose Canseco.
No.
Kevin
Crime
Mitchell.
Dog.
Fred McGriff tied for second with 36. Would you say, Timmy?
Kevin Mitchell.
Led the league with 47. 11 ahead of Fred McGriff and the guy he's tied with.
Eric Davis.
Tied for 5th with 34.
Did you say Strawberry yet?
Did
Darryl
not.
Strawberry.
Strawberry.
And no.
Bo Jackson.
8th with 32.
Reggie Jackson.
This was the year he hit 30 home runs, drove in 100, and then rushed for like 1,600 yards.
Michael Jackson.
No Jacksons.
Hojo.
Tito Jackson.
Howard Johnson tied for second with 36.
Jeffrey Leonard.
I don't know who that is. You've got
He was a San
One-
Francisco Giant.
2, 4 left.
Give
One
us
of
some
them there
teams.
is no chance you're going to get.
Huh?
So one of them, there's 4 left. One of them, there is no chance you're going to get it.
Teams.
The Cubs, the Red Sox.
Andre Dawson.
No. Still no.
Oh, what's the
Ryan
white dude's name?
Sandberg.
Ryan Sandberg.
Ryan Sandberg tied for 9th with 30. So now
Did
you
you
got
say
the Red Sox.
Dwight Evans.
No. Houston and Cleveland.
Glenn Davis.
Glenn Davis tied for 5th with 34. He
And
was
what was
tied
the
with
last
Eric
team?
Davis.
Houston
got-
and what?
We got Boston and Cleveland.
Boston and Cleveland.
Cleveland.
The guy
Roger
from Cle-
Dorn.
The guy from Cleveland will go on to have his best moments north of the border.
Oh, Joe Carter.
Joe Carter.
Joe Carter, 4th with 35. I'm going to give you the last one. There's no way. Tied for 9th with Sandberg from the Boston Red Sox. I think it's Gene. Nick Asaski had
Nick-
30.
Former Cincinnati Reds legend.
Oh,
Nick-
well, why didn't you get him then, you bum?
I've never even heard of him.
Who went on to be a Red Sox.
Let's go to ERA leaders, top 10.
Jack Armstrong.
There's some good names on this list. No.
Don
Danny
Mattingly.
Jackson.
No, did you say Don Mattingly?
Yeah.
No.
ERA?
Oh, I thought we
He's
were
not a
doing
pitcher. He's a
RBIs.
first
I thought we were
baseman.
doing RBIs.
Dave Stewart.
Dave Stewart.
Just for fun, Don Mattingly was 4th in RBI with 113.
Oral Hershiser.
3rd, 2.31.
Who's the guy I always use in RBI?
Greg
baseball?
Maddox.
No.
Brett Saberhagen.
1st with 2.16.
Ron Rush.
I don't know who that is.
Nolan
He pitched
Ryan.
for the Giants.
Kirk's
You not
Efren
know
says
your 89
89
Giants?
Giants? No, I don't. Efren says Kurt Bavacqua. No.
Kirk Reeder.
We got a Boomer Esiason, whoever that is.
Chuck Finley.
Ooh, is this the right Finley? Fourth, 2.57.
Give us some teams.
Two Pirates, another Angel,
Mike
Ooh.
Scott.
2 Padres, Oakland, and San Francisco.
And Dave Stewart's
Dennis
not on there?
Eckersley.
No,
What? And no Dave Stewart either?
no. This is a tough one.
Dave Steeb.
No. I think you guys have got you got all the gimmies for sure.
Roger Clemens. No, you didn't say Boston.
I did not.
Padres.
No, he was in Houston then, wasn't
In 89, no,
No,
he was
not
still
in
with the Red Sox.
89.
he? No, you're right. He was with Boston first, then Houston.
He was on the
Eric
05 team
Schau.
that beat the White Sox. Or I'm sorry, that lost to the White Sox. No. One more guess each. No Fernando Valenzuela. Efren.
Who the hell was the A?
Dave Stewart's the only one I remember.
And or Dennis Eckersley.
Oil Can Boyd, one of my all-time favorite names. No.
Raleigh
Shoeless Joe
Fingers.
Jackson.
Here we go. 10th of the Pittsburgh Pirates, John Smiley, 2.81. 9th of the Pittsburgh Pirates, Doug Drabeck, 2.8. 8th of the California Angels, Burt Blyleven, 2.73. The 2 San Diego Padres, Bruce Hurst and Ed Whitson.
Bruce Hurst.
5th,
I don't even
Mike
know
Moore of
Ed
the Oakland
Whitson is.
Athletics. And 2nd of the Giants, 2.28, Scott Geraltz.
Who?
You know what's fun, too? Here's a fun fact. So Hershiser here, 3rd in the league in ERA at 2.31, right?
Didn't he go like 50 innings without getting scored on?
That was playoffs. He was 4th in the league in losses with 15. He threw 2.31 ERA and lost 15 games. That seems impossible. Let's see if you guys can do wins for our last category this week.
Dave Stewart.
2nd with 21.
Brett Saberhagen.
Led the league with 23.
Oral Hershiser.
Well, I just said he lost 15.
I bet he still won some.
He did not. He's not on this list.
He didn't win any.
Roger Clemens.
Roger Clemens tied for 10th with 17.
Jack Armstrong.
No, you keep saying him.
Jose Rijo.
No. Also, what didn't he wrestle in WCW?
Jose
Morton
Rijo?
Downey Jr.
Robert Downey Jr.
One of the worst WrestleMania segments ever. Morton Downey Jr.
Greg Maddox in 89.
Tied for 4th with 19.
Rick Sutcliffe.
No.
Give us some teams.
There's like 30 people, so here we go. San Francisco, Oakland.
Rick
there's
Russell.
there's 3 A's on here. Rick Ruschel tied for 10th with 17.
3
There's
A's.
3 A's.
And Jose Rijo ain't one?
No. Toronto, Kansas City,
Dave Steeb.
tied for 10th with 17.
Danny Jackson.
Nolan Ryan.
No and no.
Danny
California.
Jackson. Isn't that the guy from American Idol? Oh, that's Randy Jackson.
That's Randy Jackson. Randy
That's
Travis.
Bo Jackson.
Minnesota, St. Louis, another Cub, Baltimore,
Kerry Wood.
Danny Cox.
and Houston.
John Tudor.
You're throwing out some really good names here.
I know.
Steve
Todd
Avery.
Worrell.
No Kenny Rogers, no Anthony Young, and no, unfortunately, I did not make the list either. My bomb ass mustache.
He was 2 or 3.
That was 4.
Oh, okay. No Reds, huh?
You got a lot of strikeouts in
Shocker.
T-ball. You're the man.
I did.
No Tom Browning.
No. Oh, Amy's here.
Hi,
Hey,
Amy.
girl. Hey, girl.
Okay. Yeah. Give it. I don't know.
Here we go. Bob Welch,
I
Tom
love his
Gordon,
grape juice.
Commissioner Gordon, Burt Blyleven, Alan
Ginger.
Anderson, Joe McGrain, Mike Bilecki, Jeff Ballard, Mike Moore, Storm Davis,
Ginger.
and
Strom
Mike Scott.
Thurmond.
And Mike
What?
Scott. And that
I said
was-
Mike Scott.
Well, you didn't say it loud enough. And that was box score trivia.
Hit my clip.
Hollywood secrets in the air. Everyone will play their share. Dave's Faves is the name. Movie trivia is the game.
All right, you guys know the deal.
72 movies.
5 movies.
Okay.
Get your paper and pens ready. We got some bangers this week. Movie number 1. With a budget, June 1989, with a budget of $18 million.
It's a lot in 89.
Our first movie this week grossed $46.9 million at the box office.
Tibby does Earth.
This is an American. This is an American crime comedy film. Crime. Dave is deaf and Wally is blind. They witness a murder, but it was Dave who was looking at her and Wally who was listening. Stars Gene Wilder, Richard Pryor, and Kevin Spacey.
I've never actually seen this. I know the movie. And I know I'm going to get this title wrong, but I'm at least aware of the movie. Oop.
Not as good as their original Buddy film.
No.
Timmy C.
Is it See No Evil, Hear No Evil?
TJ Steppins.
That is also what I wrote.
It's just See No Evil, isn't it?
Whoa, I put that in the
That's
wrong place.
fabulous. You should
Look at their dicks here.
look at Richard Pryor's dick. Dave is good at this.
What'd I do wrong?
I don't know, but now we're seeing no evil.
All right, we gotta stop letting Dave do things here. What are we doing?
Where do they go? I put them in the wrong spot.
Backgrounds. Oh no, they go into overlays, I think.
Yeah, you put him in backgrounds and
Son of a whore.
It's okay. It's not adding a whole lot to it. So
Yeah, I like it.
it's kind of like you.
There you go.
Hey, look at that.
I like it. See no evil, hear no evil.
It's also not as good as the toy.
It's not the
Better
toy.
than the toy.
It's not as good as Stir Crazy, which was their first buddy comedy film.
I like the toy.
Well,
Boss Bugs in
That was just Richard Pryor. You can take them away now. They don't have to stay there forever.
It's 1-1.
He's got his new shoes for sure.
I'm adding my movies. So we're just stalling for time. Stalling
Okay.
for time. It's 1-1.
Looking at that guy's shoes, just all on it.
Yeah, they're pretty beat up. I mean, it looks like he deserved to be murdered.
Probably. All right. Movie number B with a budget of $12.5 million.
Is that a lot?
In 89, it sounds like it.
Our second film this week grossed $38.9 million at the box office.
Made money.
This is an American martial arts drama film.
Already sucks.
Ostracized villain John Kreese attempts to gain revenge on Daniel and Miyagi with the help of a Vietnam War comrade, the wealthy owner of a toxic waste disposal business. This film stars Ralph Macchio, Pat Morita, and Martin Cove.
I really want to write Men at Work with Charlie Sheen and Emilio Estevez, but I know it's wrong.
Working Girl.
By the way, Men at Work is one of TJ's faves. I fucking love
It's
that
a good
movie.
one.
It's okay.
Timmy C.
That would be the Karate Kid 3.
TJ.
Karate Kid 2, Electric Boogaloo. I don't know the rest of it.
It's the third one. You dumb.
That's fine.
The second one's where they go to Okinawa.
Well,
Yeah.
listen,
It's got Peter Cetera's songs in it.
if it's
Efren will appreciate
if
that.
you're doing Karate Kid, and part of the story is now electric or what was it? Nuclear waste. What was it?
That really didn't have a whole lot to do with it. That was just that guy's job.
I think we kind of jumped the shark here.
Not. I mean, 30 years later, they put out a show on Netflix that was
About the evil fucks, not about the Karate Kid part. We kind of like Cobra Kai looking back on it.
Movie number C, with a budget of $16 million. Our third film this week grossed $13.7 million at the box office.
that doesn't sound good.
Ouch.
This is an American biographical drama film.
Don't like that either.
This was
Could
my
be why.
sister's favorite movie of all time. This
Who's
was
mo-
Lauren's faves.
Mm.
The life and career of wildly controversial rock star Jerry Lee Lewis. This film stars Dennis Quaid, Winona Ryder, and Eric Bauer.
Eric and Bear. I did like this movie though. So I was gonna say it doesn't sound good because usually biographies from the 80s sucked. But I did like this one. I'm probably gonna get the name of it wrong though.
Then you're an idiot.
Okay,
Timmy C.
bitch.
Great balls of fire.
Incorrect. TJ Stevens.
Also, my favorite WWE pay-per-view, Great Balls of Fire.
Both of you incorrect.
Is it the Great Balls of Fire?
It's
Oh,
great
we got
balls
fire.
of fire.
We got it right.
Exclamation point.
Oh, stop it.
Boom.
Shut up. Exclamation point.
Both.
He was born to raise hell and marry his underage cousin.
13-year-old cousin.
She was 13. That's legal in Louisiana or wherever.
I don't think it was Louisiana.
I think Guadalajara.
Mm.
All right. Movie number
Would
4.
that make her a Guadalajara?
Yeah.
That's rude.
Movie number 4 with a budget of $30 million.
That's a lot.
Oh, wait. That's movie number 5. Movie number 4.
Hold on. Winona Ryder played his cousin, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Think she stole his heart?
Might have.
Boo.
Pickpocketed that shit.
Boo.
Movie number 4 with a budget of $18 million.
Okay.
Our fourth movie this week grossed $222.7 million at the box office.
Wow.
If you guys
Wow.
missed this, I quit the show.
You said that a lot. You still haven't done it yet. So
This is an American science fiction comedy film. The scientist's father
You can
of a
stop right
teenager
there.
and teenage girl and boy accidentally shrinks his and his neighbor's 2 kids to the size of insects. Now the teens must fight diminutive dangers as the father searches for them. This film stars Rick Moranis and Matt Frewer.
by the way, it's diminutive. Did you see that Rick Moranis is coming out of retirement to do Spaceballs 2?
This is my favorite Peter Scolari film.
I am so excited.
Matt Frewer.
Matt Fuhrer.
Timmy C.
Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
Incorrect.
There's a comma, honey, comma. I Shrunk the Kids.
There's a comma.
Boom.
TJ
Doesn't matter. Stop it. Peter Scolari is awesome there.
That is one of my all-time favorite movies.
Honey, I Blew Up the Kid was better.
That
It
was
was
also
not.
good.
It was not even close.
Never seen
It was not better, but it was good.
Never
This-
seen
This was better.
it. Big Stephen Brand.
Also a good movie.
Movie number E with a budget of $30 million. Our last movie this week grossed $215.4 million at the box office.
Wow. Again, wow.
This is an American supernatural comedy film. Ghost Dad.
Ghost Dad. Ghost to see. I can walk through the walls, but somehow I walk on the floor. Pudding.
The discovery of a massive river of ectoplasm
Mm.
and a resurgence of spectral activity allows four men and their struggling company to revive the business. This film stars Bill Murray, Dan Aykroyd, Sigourney Weaver, Harold Ramis, and Ernie Hudson.
By the
Sure,
way,
this man
it's
has no
a
penis.
goddamn Greek tragedy that this movie made that much money.
This movie was god awful.
Yes,
God awful.
I disagree. I like this movie.
you're
Negative.
incorrect.
It's got a dancing
must-
toaster. in
You
it.
must not know what this movie is then.
It's got a
TJ,
dancing
go.
toaster. Ghostbusters 2.
Timmy C.
Ghostbusters 2.
All right.
Roman numerals.
So Timmy C is up by 1
Ow.
because you missed the second one. You put Karate Kid Part 2 Electric Boogaloo.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, dumbass.
But this week, we have a bonus movie.
Oh, shit.
Does that mean I gotta get paperback? Shit.
It's worth 2 points.
Oh.
I can't find my pen.
If you get the movie right, you get 5 points. If you give me a giggle, it's worth 2. Who's going to win the
What?
game?
Give me a get. Oh, if we make you laugh, I got you. I was like, if you ask me, I just go like that, I get a bonus point.
If you guys
Not
If
with
you
that
guys-
mustache, no.
get this, I will quit the show.
Yentl.
1989.
Yep.
Okay.
We're going to do this backwards. It's a bonus. This film stars Matt Frewer, Drew Barrymore, and Richard Mazur.
Oh.
This is an American thriller film
I think I know it.
with an unknown budget.
That makes sense.
Our bonus film this week grossed $11,859 at the box.
Maybe I don't know it. Never mind. I might not know it.
No one's ever seen this movie.
God, $11,000.
So, I mean, let's do the math here. Oh, let's see here. Average price of a movie ticket
Probably about $4.
in 1989. $4.
Look at me.
So that means 11,000.
About 2,500.
Yeah, 2,300 people saw this movie in the theater.
That is wow. I think I would retire from movies if that was me. If I had anything to do with that movie.
A teenage girl and her father driving cross country become stranded when their car runs out of gas in a remote Nevada desert town. And they're forced to stay in a dilapidated trailer park
It's
where
dilapidated.
where a serial killer lurks.
Mm.
Who wins this week?
Hmm.
Best answer wins. $11,859
It's pretty
at
good.
the box office.
It's real good.
Timmy C.
Poltergeist 26.
Close. TJ Steppins.
How I Met Your Dahmer. Far from never heard of it.
Far From Home.
By the way, she was drunk and high in that movie.
She was 13.
She started drinking when she was 9. She started doing cocaine when she was 12.
Wow.
TJ wins because he gave the best answer.
But I got the most right answer. That makes sense. I like it.
Far From, or what'd you say?
How I Met Your
How I
Dahmer.
Met Your Dahmer.
Listen to him blurt out songs. Half the words are always wrong. Digs up hits that lost their flair. He's got no clue but doesn't care. One hit wonder. Timmy C's voice ain't so sweet. Blabber on about yesterday's
All right. I have no faith in you for any of these songs. It'll be awesome.
Good. We just did so good in movies. Thank you for just like all my songs this week are Wolfgang von Beethoven or whoever.
Well, if you were paying attention, you would know them, but we'll see. Song number 1. This is a song by American singer-songwriter Martika, appearing in her self-titled
Martika
debut
Navratilova.
album. Yes. And released in the United States as the second single from the album, April 26, 1989.
I've never even heard of Martika.
Nope, I'm already out.
Yeah.
Martika wrote the song about a friend who was battling cocaine addiction. I was a little hesitant because I had only written 2 songs before they were light songs. This was not, obviously.
Speed Demon.
Incorrect. In addition to the children's choir singing the song's opening chorus, as well as the line, "Won't you come out and play with me," are notable because some of her former Kids Incorporated castmates, including Fergie and Jennifer Love Hewitt, are
Fucking fair.
Eminem sampled this song in 2005 in his song Like Toy Soldiers.
I got nothing.
I literally just gave you the answer.
Toy Soldiers.
Toy Soldiers.
Yes.
Step by step, heart to heart,
Day by
left, right,
day.
left.
Yeah,
we
step by step, the show is
all
way better.
down like toy soldiers. By the way, did you guys ever watch Kids Incorporated?
Yeah, we had to it
Badass.
after school care. I was in love with the girl from Step by Step.
It's a great step by step. The show is way better than that shit.
Angela Watson, who played Karen Foster.
Yes,
Yes,
she was hot.
she was. She still is.
Not off to a great start, Timmy.
Well, Dave got it. I don't. Dave,
Yeah, because
Dave's
you
up
gave him
1-0.
the title.
I gave you the title too.
But I'm dumb.
You-
We know this.
Okay.
This is
I know,
well
we
The
can
established.
tell.
mustache. He couldn't see it through the mustache.
Yeah,
You said mustache.
mustache.
He couldn't say it through the mustache.
The mustache. Yeah, it's got to have a little flair on it the way yours looks. Song number 2. This is a song by American rock band Guns N' Roses from their
Okay,
second
November
studio,
Rain.
Okay, I
from
love
their
November
second
Rain.
studio album GNR Lies
Welcome
Released
to the chamber.
in March of '89. Clue number 2. In the video, the band members are situated in a hotel where they are only constant images. All other people are present for a moment, then fade away. The video was shot in the Ambassador Hotel, made famous due to Bobby Kennedy's assassination in 1968. Last clue. Don't rush to get to the name. Just use the title of the song.
Okay. Was that the clue?
Don't rush. Use the title of the song.
Slow. Unrush.
Impeded.
Appetite for Destruction.
All you need
Is love.
is just a little patience.
All you need is love.
No,
Love.
patience. Patience, you dumb fuck.
Oh
Also, Steven, Step by Step is not the best theme song of all time. That'd be Night Court.
no, that'd be Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
I am literally playing this game with idiots. Okay.
Yes, we knew this.
Song number 3. This is a song by American rock band Bon Jovi. Releases the 3rd single from
Living
their
on a Prayer.
1988 album, New Jersey. That's the wrong album, you dumb shits.
Pour some sugar on me.
Clue number
It's
2.
My
that's
Life,
Not even Bon
2002.
Jovi. That has 9 arms and sucks. Cashbox ranked it as the number 2 pop single from 1989. Next clue, the video for the song features
Look
a
how mad
band
he
performing
is.
on a dark stage for an almost monochromatic blue color due to the stage lighting, with close-ups of each member, most notably lead singer John Bon Jovi and lead guitarist Richie Sambora.
I'm gonna need you to improve your fucking attitude. That's what I need right now.
In 1989, this song caused me to beg my girlfriend, "I pray to God you give me one more chance, girl."
Who banged your girlfriend?
Step by Step.
I'll be there for you.
Oh, good one.
These 5 words.
These 5 words, I
to you.
swear to you.
Yeah, no. Too late.
Too late. These 5 words, I swear to you.
I hate you. Hate you too. Both of you.
Amy got it.
Amy did get it in the comments.
Your music sucks.
Amy got 'em all.
Who's Maturka? I'm still trying to figure out who that is.
Who?
Maturka.
Meat Market. What was her name? Matilda.
Meat Market. I like that. Toy Soldiers by Meat Market. All right, Dave,
Mercata.
do your story.
All right. June. Where'd TJ go?
TJ just disappeared. Okay, there he is. He's back.
What an idiot.
Apparently, if I press this button on the side of my mouse, it just kicks me out of the
Idiots. I am surrounded by idiots.
Oh,
All right.
Lord.
June 1989. We're going to talk about one of Dave's faves.
Poltergeist 26.
On June 2nd, 1989, the American action film No Holds Barred is released in theaters by New Line Cinema.
Nice.
Action is very liberal.
Rip Thomas, played by the one and only Hulk Hogan, is the World Wrestling Federation champion, and his appearances on network television have been a thorn in the side of Mr. Tom Brell, the head of the struggling World Television Network. Rip is a huge ratings draw, while WTN is the lowest rated television network around. The day after Rip's most recent title match against Jake Bullet.
Axe.
What?
Axe.
It was Axe.
Jake.
Bill Eadie.
No, it was Axe. Billy.
Oh, Bill Eadie. Oh, yeah, Jake Bullet. That's what I said.
I love his ice cream. Edie's. It's good.
Brell attempts to entice Rip into joining his network, but Rip refuses.
Rip him.
Angry at being stood up by a man he considers a jockass, Brell tries to exact some revenge.
Jackass.
Enter Zeus. Of course, throughout the movie, Zeus is destroying everyone in his path, and it looks like Rip is going to get ripped apart. But who doesn't love Hollywood endings? Rip emerges victorious in the end, and Brell gets electrocuted for all his misgivings.
Shouldn't have been standing there.
But the real story here is what happens after the movie.
Oh.
Zeus joins the real World Wrestling Federation and is targeting Hogan, citing jealousy for being billed under Hogan and having to lose to him in the film. That's the dumbest storyline ever.
It is. Yeah, it is. It's real bad.
Zeus forms an alliance with fellow wrestling heel Macho Man Randy Savage to feud with Hulk Hogan and his friend Brutus the Barber Beefcake.
Yuck.
Also the big boss man. He was there. And the $1 million man.
Yep, that was his beginning on Saturday Night's Main Event. This would lead to a match in August of '89 at the annual SummerSlam pay-per-view event. And then we would get a steel cage rematch in December of '89 for the pay-per-view event. No Holds Barred, the match, the movie.
Can we have a discussion? Is it possible that SummerSlam '89 is the worst SummerSlam ever?
SummerSlam '88 wasn't good either.
I mean, that was the first one. Like that.
But at least you had Liz shaking that ass.
Did you though?
Yeah, sort of. It wasn't the itsy teeny weeny bikini they promised. I mean, it was like bloomers.
Yeah, looked like granny panties.
Because let's think. 90 was that Hogan and Earthquake? Was 90
Hogan, Earthquake, and Warrior and Rude.
Okay, 91 was Slaughter and Hogan.
It was the three Slaughters: Slaughter, General Adnan, and Cheeky Baby versus Hogan and Warrior.
Yeah, 92 was Brett and Bulldog. That's actually one of my favorite SummerSlams.
93 was Yokozuna and Lex Luger, and it was brutally bad.
Yeah, 94 was
94 was
Undertaker.
Bret and Owen in the steel cage.
And Undertaker was that year.
Yeah, Undertaker versus 94 is one of my favorite of all times.
Frank Bruno has that poster.
95 was Diesel and Mabel.
There was one that was John Cena and Randy Orton for the 400th time. That probably wasn't a good one.
So it's top 3. 89.
Back to the story. Zeus looked the part, but professional wrestling, not for him.
No.
Should have put him on a bike. Debo!
So, I mean, it's obvious, they thought they had something here, but as a kid, you don't know any better. But when you grow up, you're like, oh yeah, he was the shits. So he
was
I saw it in the theater twice.
He did nothing but grab people and hold them up and choke them.
He wasn't a wrestler
because he was terrible.
He was an actor.
So they had to put him
He was the
with
president
Macho Man to do all the work. I mean, even at Survivor Series, he was on DiBiase's team and he didn't even make it to the match because he choked Hogan out before the match started.
He was the president in the Fifth Element.
Fifth Element, he was.
He was. Good call on that.
Back to the movie. No Holds Barred debuted at number 2 behind Indiana Jones and The Last Crusade with almost $5 million in ticket sales in its opening weekend. With a budget of around $8 million, it was off to a hot start, but in the end, the film only did a little over $16 million at the box office.
That's crazy.
They broke even.
Nah, I doubt WWE spent that much money on advertising for it. They probably made a little bit. All their advertising was done on their show.
On their show, yeah.
No Holds Barred was panned by critics with a 10% approval rating on Rotten Tomatoes based on 21 reviews.
That's pretty high. I wasn't thinking it would even be 10%.
Check out the name of this film critic. Film critic Brian Orndorff.
Love his dad.
Described No Holds Barred as tremendously crude, unapologetically manipulative, and aimed directly at easily entertained 13-year-old boys. It's about the WWF and Hulk Hogan, you dumb fuck. Of course it's aimed at 13-year-old boys.
He literally just described the Attitude Era, too.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Michael Wilmington of the Los Angeles Times gave the film a positive review and wrote, "The movie never takes itself seriously, and director Tim Wright has fun with the wrestling montages. Hogan himself has an appealing screen presence, like a gallant teddy bear who goes berserk every 10 minutes or so."
So
he does really good at playing a wrestler. Shocking.
I just I started watching WCW from 1990 because I make wise choices. And I'm in the middle of watching Starrcade 90, and I can't remember if it was that or Halloween Havoc. One of those two shows. There was a 6-man tag match. I don't remember the 3 heels anymore because the 3 baby faces were Paul Orndorff, somebody else, and it was the debut of El Gigante. And that reminds me a lot of Zeus.
Sting.
Yeah, he's big.
Sting.
Sting was not in that match.
Pretty sure he was.
He wasn't.
You're stupid.
Actually, I know he wasn't. Starrcade 90 was Luger and Sting. Not Luger, Flair. Flair and Sting.
Luger and Flair?
No, it was Flair and Sting.
Luger and Flair versus Flair and Sting tag team.
That's
weird.
So sounds like a triangle match you just said.
Oh.
All right, let's.
Luger can
I mean, this movie's not good.
No,
but it's entertaining.
Like I can sit down and watch it tonight.
Right now. I might watch it tonight while I get in bed and turn on No Holds Barred. Dookie.
Stan Hansen's
What's
in
that
this movie.
smell?
By the way, that guy was specifically supposed to look like Richard Belzer.
That's fun.
It was absolutely.
I had somebody at work ask me the other day, like, what happened between Hogan and Belzer, and I'd explain that whole story.
Did it sound like a gunshot?
Did you say
when he hit that floor?
Dookie?
I did not say Dookie. I should have. Sound like he dookied on the floor after he hit his fucking head. Lord. Then I showed the YouTube clip and I was like, oh, that's worse than I remember. That's bad. Let's go do a story that's not so fun. June 3rd, the now infamous Tiananmen Square massacre takes place in China. To properly cover this event, let's head back first to 1976. The country of China. What'd you say?
I wasn't born.
Yeah, you were.
In 76?
Yeah.
Yeah,
you were like 51.
Yeah.
I was graduating college.
See, the country of China experienced a cultural revolution following the death of Chairman Mao Zedong, in addition to the arrest of the Gang of Four, which were 4 leaders of the Chinese Communist Party who were ultimately tried for treason. Zedong was in the driver's seat for this movement and had caused irreparable damage to the country's economic and social structures. Yes, irreparable got me. China fell. By the way, I have noticed so far in the story, I've spelled China 3 different ways, and only one of them's right.
We got
China.
China fell into poverty and industrial production essentially stopped. In the fall of 1977, Deng Xiaoping, a statesman of China, that one's spelled right, proposed the idea of bringing order out of chaos. In December of 78, Deng emerged as the new leader of China. His first order of business was to create a new program aimed at decreasing the role of government in production and farming. And by 1981, 73% of rural farms had been decollectivized and 80% of state-owned businesses were permitted to now retain their profits. That is a crazy thought to even say.
I think that's all lies, by the way.
I mean, it was in their report. It was in their pamphlet when you come to the country. In mid-1986, astrophysics professor Feng Luzi returned to the country after a stint as a professor at Princeton. After he returned, he began to speak about liberty, human rights, and the separation of powers. Feng became Library. Feng, I'm really good at spelling. I don't know if you knew that. Feng became the swell that would soon include the elite intellectual community that blamed China's poverty and underdevelopment on an authoritarian and rigged economy.
I thought me and Dave were drinking.
I'm not. That's the problem.
I know.
One of these voices was Hu Yaobang, and when he suddenly died on April 15th, 1989,
Who you bang?
His death, although ruled a heart attack, was seen as other than natural by a large swath of the population. This event led to the first student march to Tiananmen Square on April 17th, 1989. Thousands of students attended this march. In the meantime, there were hunger strikes, riots, and then we had the visit of Mikhail Gorbachev on May 14th. Due to the overwhelming number of protesters, Gorbachev's welcoming party was moved, and the protests were widely viewed as embarrassing by the Chinese government because it's China. After this, everything's embarrassing. Yes, everything's embarrassing. More students were flocking to the rallies. Martial law was even implemented on May 20th, and then we get to June 3rd. Tensions were high as students were throwing rocks and other objects at the Chinese military. Chinese officials urged protesters to leave over loudspeakers. 20 minutes after one of the announcements at 10:30 p.m., the military opened fire on the crowds. And this is not rubber bullets. This is legit. The shocked protesters fell back to Maxidi Bridge, but the military followed. It should be mentioned that the military was using expanding bullets, which creates a larger impact hole and is prohibited by international law. So not only are they legit shooting their protesters, they're also creating crimes against humanity. So that's fun, 2 for 1. Over the next few days, fighting between the military and citizens persisted. And on June 5th, the now famous picture of the Tank Man occurred.
It's my birthday.
There you go. One man became but your tank ass. See, there's a difference. One man became the voice of the people, showing their unwillingness to back down and go away. And all 300 civilian students and military members with over were injured or died, with over 7,000 people being injured.
I think 300 died. I think
it was 300 died. Yes, I forgot a word in there. But I mean, everyone, I can't believe I didn't add this in our media here. Everyone remembers Tank Man. It's like one of the most famous pictures ever.
Yeah, his last name was Abbott, I think.
Tank Abbott?
Yeah.
But it's just fun, especially when you
Tank Girl, the movie.
Oh, it's just fun when you read stories like this and you see what's going on today.
It's fun.
We're kind of tiptoeing back up to that line right now.
Yeah. Who's surprised that
so many of those are
killed their own people? I mean, that's
right
ridiculous.
now. This is different. A lot of everything going on right now is people just acting a fool and want to steal shit from stores. Doesn't really come.
That's how most of our protests go.
Yeah,
because we're idiots for the most part. Mm. All right, let's get something a little lighter,
please.
June 5th, my birthday. Not the Tank Man story. 1989, the Sky Dome in Toronto opens.
Mm.
The idea of building a dome stadium can be traced back to the bid that Toronto lost to Montreal as the Canadian candidate city for the 1976 Summer Olympics.
Nothing
bet
screams summer like Canada.
I bet
Exactly.
Toronto was tickled with losing to Montreal. I'm sure that went over great.
Actually, from what I hear, Toronto is beautiful in the summer. Montreal, I don't think it's ever beautiful.
Toronto's on. I won't
And
go
they
to
all
Toronto.
speak French, which is weird.
Fuquechua.
That, I
The
don't think that's
contemporary
anything.
impetus for building an enclosed sports venue in Toronto came following the Grey Cup game in November of '82, held at the Outdoor Exhibition Stadium, also the host of the big event.
That's
I've
true.
been there.
Tie that in. There you go. Look at me go. The game in which the hometown Toronto Argonauts were making their first Grey Cup appearance since 1971 was played in a driving rainstorm that left most of the crowd drenched, leading to the media calling it, quote, the Rainbow.
See, here we just call that.
Not the rainbow, the Rainbow.
See, here we just call that football.
Yeah.
As many of the
Canadians
seats
can't
were,
football.
well, they got like 120-yard field. It's measured in meters.
That's their fault.
Well, I'm just saying.
And
As
only
many of
three
the
downs.
Yeah,
Dome.
weirdos. As many of the seats were completely.
And if you
exposed
miss
to
the
elements.
field goal but make it through the end zone, it's still a point. What are we doing?
Somebody last year went on a punt. I remember that.
Just they went out. He missed the field goal, but they still won the game.
Yeah.
Canadian mutant football is weird.
Yeah, I ain't watching that bullshit.
As many of the seats, well, a lot of people watched this one, but it was from the concession stand because it was raining
In Canada, so that's snow.
To make a bad experience even worse, this is awesome. The washrooms overflowed. That means toilets.
Thank
In attendance that day was Bill Davis, not to be confused with Glenn Davis, the premier of Ontario, and the
What about
poor
Al
conditions were seen by the largest television audience in Canada to that point.
Gina
They
Davis.
watched it rain and toilets overflow. Many left the game complaining of smelling like Molson, feces, and poutine.
Poontang?
So it's
Not
like shit,
poontang.
and gravy.
Yeah.
It's like a KFC famous bowl up in this bitch.
As completion neared, the name Skydome was chosen as part of a province-wide Name the Stadium contest in 1987, which is the most Canadian thing ever.
Mm-hmm.
The stadium became a thorn in the side of David Peterson's Ontario Liberal government for repeated cost overruns, because that's what happens with stadiums and Liberals. After the Liberals were defeated by the NDP in 1990 Ontario election, a review by the new governor Bob Rae in October 1990 revealed Stadco's debt, which I'm guessing is the company building it, meant the dome would have to be booked 600 days a year to turn a profit.
Pretty good. It's doable.
Now, I don't have my abacus out in front of me.
600 days a year, huh?
Seems like 600 days a year. Probably not feasible.
It's going to be a busy Rocktober.
No kidding. By the way, that's why the football field's 120 yards. They also added 6 months to Canada's year.
That's pretty solid.
So it was named the Rogers Center. WWE has hosted WrestleMania at the Rogers Center twice. Once when it was Skydome, and now what was the other one? X8.
Yes.
Which is a weird one. On March 1st, 2025, WWE returned to the Rogers Center for the first time since WrestleMania X8 to host their Elimination Chamber Toronto Premium Live event.
See, I'd love to go to Toronto.
I would too, but not in the rain. Not.
I've said if WrestleMania goes back to Toronto, I'd go. Although with their prices now, I'm not sure that I would.
Do you have a passport?
I do. I just went to Germany last year.
I don't know. It was. I don't care. They could have gave you a work
I don't think
visa.
you need passports anymore. You can just go wherever you want.
I don't think that's how it works.
Oh.
Also,
maybe if you were in the protests and you're like, I'm Canadian, buddy. And I'm
But,
here undocumented. They'll
Hey,
support
get your hands off me, eh? But
Also-
support your ass to Canada.
Timmy, you said that they also added 6 months to their calendar. Even if they did that, that's only
It's still not
547
600.
days.
Yes, I know. Oh.
That's
Thank you.
ridiculous.
what a maroon.
Hey,
Anything else we want to talk about before we? We just had an hour on the nose. I don't think we've ever done that before.
it's good for us.
It is good for us.
Anything else we want to cover? Good answer.
Vacation next week.
We're going in August. I got a vacation.
Last week.
I'm booking a vacation tonight.
New
for
job? I got a new job.
Timmy
Yep.
got a new
I'm
job.
having a staycation next week.
I went to the land of working ice cream machines.
I know. What are you gonna do? Do I get a Dairy Queen discount now?
No,
I'm going to Whitey's then. Fuck Dairy
I'm
Queen.
also getting I'm getting ownership too. So, yeah, nothing
Nice.
free anymore.
Oh, bitch! That's what he just said.
Nah,
for nobody.
I'm a capitalist now.
Mm, what?
Oh, have mercy. Now we're doing. We got friends coming in. My mother-in-law left today. She's been here a week.
I was gonna say I saw your mother-in-law, or no, I saw your stepmom.
My stepmom was here. Then my mother-in-law came,
He had me and Sarah and the kids.
and then so my mother-in-law left today, and our friends get here Sunday. They'll be here for a week. So I'm gonna work Monday morning, and then I'm gonna see what the week holds. But I have 2 days off next week anyway, so I'm probably just gonna take the rest of the time off too.
Look at
And-
you living the life of luxury with 2 days off anyway.
Well, one day's a holiday, and then I'm off every other Friday. So,
And then Saturday.
and then Saturday and Sunday, I'll go in Monday morning just to check emails and put an away message in, and then I'm hitting the lake.
Yeah, we're booking a vacation for the end of August. We're going to go to an indoor water park resort up in northern Michigan.
Well,
When
I
does
was
school
lucky.
start?
In Indiana, it
and-
starts like October 4th or something.
No, it's the end of August.
They don't go to school in Indiana.
No, we do.
Oh,
We go back like August 6th, I think.
my kids go back like August 2nd,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like the 26th for us.
something like that. Yeah.
But it
They've
was
been
nice.
out.
I got a message from my new boss that said, so I know you're done with your old job the 21st. We're going to put you on payroll the 25th, but you don't have to show up till the 30th.
Nice.
Oh, so you get a week of vacation to start.
I get a week. I get a week's vacation coming in the door. When does Dave go back to school? He's going to learn the triple Lindy.
No,
Anything
we got no more
Spaceballs too?
vacations till July. That's when I leave again in July. So we'll be able to hammer
You
some
got a
shows
whole
in.
month without a vacation. Shit.
Well, I'm gonna do a staycation next week, and then July we go scalloping.
Are you going to find potatoes? I like
I love,
scalloped
I love,
potatoes.
I love scalloped potatoes.
That's gross.
Uh-uh.
Dad joke of the week.
Oh,
What do you call a camel
Toe.
without humps?
a horse.
A cigarette.
Humphrey.